Hello, I am Savage Gamer, and welcome back to Game of Thrones. Last I remember, we were going to the Wall, so let's get back into it and find out who's gonna die next. Probably everyone. That's how this works, right? Just everyone dies.
Ethan?
This is new? What is going on?
Ethan!
Ew. Are we playing as the Little King?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
You're so good at hide and seek. He's behind a tree.
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine.
No,
He's
we're
just forgotten this is a game.
We're gonna stay quiet, just because.
Ryan, look who we've found.
Took you long enough.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
Oh,
I do
Roderick's
too.
dead.
But Mira's in King's Landing, and
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Oh, you already know about that.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall.
That I did.
I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
No, he was smart.
I don't
He's
know
smart.
what he did to get sent away like that.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious.
He
I heard
lived.
Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Oh yeah, and he killed
Everyone's
people.
worried
I forgot about
about
that.
But I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Ha.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man.
Like a
He
man.
taught Roderick and
Be a manly
Asher,
man.
and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
I think she's calling you a pussy.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
He's an
Promise
alcoholic,
me
I
you
bet.
won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise I won't change.
Remember,
Good,
never make a
because
girl a
I'd
promise
rather
you
have
can't keep.
brother than a lord.
That's why
I'll
you
have to
always
have
make
both, I'm
promises.
afraid.
And then keep them. Because then
But
you never lie.
since you're the
That's
new
the best
lord,
part.
You
You're
can
not in
do
trouble.
anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Still need to eat healthy.
Lord Ethan,
Or he'll
you're
die.
needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
I know this is part of
What's
the
the
kingdom,
matter?
but you
Lord
shouldn't leave
Whitehair
children
has arrived,
alone in
unannounced
the woods.
and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Especially since people want to kill other
Can't he
people.
meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Gotta do what you gotta do. As much as it sucks.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now
mean,
is not
I
the
could.
time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Retreat to fight another day, as you can always fight more strategically. If you have the choice between fighting in a plains and fighting in an enclosed mountainside valley, you
Lord
can take
Ethan, is
advantage
it?
of the
My
mountainside valley.
condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Just boot him in the
I've
face.
been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him.
Killed a great deal many of your
No
men.
bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Can I tell him to fuck off?
Bloody Forresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an
Like,
oversight, Lord
seriously?
Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished.
I don't
Maybe
care if
if
you're
you'd been
finished.
so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Nice haircut.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
You're
We lost
damn
people
right I
too,
am.
Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type.
It takes
There's
a
the
pig farmer to
fucking coward
feed
who
your
killed
soldiers.
My men. I know he's here. What have you done with him?
Nope,
Took
like
care
that.
of it.
There we go.
He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it.
Good.
I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Oh, someone got scared.
Lady Forrester,
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
I did no such thing. I just,
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
I just didn't give you the details. I told you we was off with him. We sent him away. We gave out the punishment. That was not justly due at all.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Bastard.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
So, my sister, a nobleman by her own right, is just a handmaiden? I understand it's King's Landing, but that seems a little odd. Oh, a doubloon. Or gold coin, whatever you want to call it. It's a coin. Whatever.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Oh, it's a brooch. It's hard to
It
read
was very
some of that
kind
with
of Lady
how
Marjorie to give this to me.
translucent it is.
It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me.
Aww. Might as well just read it. No point in looking at it.
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Day you can visit. A book! Oh, it's a dusty old tome. Still a book.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Huh.
I hope to see them all someday.
She hasn't gotten the news about her family yet. I'm
King's Landing.
gonna be crashing down on her soon.
I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
I don't know what
It
is and
troubles me
isn't
to even
important,
ask this of you,
so I'm just gonna click
but
on
you
everything.
must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Like, I don't get all of the blurring that's in the background. Is that just a normal thing? I didn't notice it in any other games.
One moment.
Just this one.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
clearly needs something.
Begging your pardon, lady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Typical woman answer.
Thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
What are those exactly? I can't tell. They just look like rocks.
You work for Lady Marjorie?
Wait, no, that's too big.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Ew. Well, I was saying, the Roxy's place, and I thought they were maybe
Forgive me
for
if I was mistaken.
the bedpans, because
hope
they
you're
would
not
heat
in
up
trouble.
rocks and put them in, like, basically a
Most
small
people don't tend to
pan
notice a call boy.
to warm the
Not in
bed,
King's Landing,
but
with
that's
so
too
many
big
lords
for
and
that.
ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Seems to be a
Good
common
night,
theme with people who are lower class or just short if you're in the Star Wars universe, as is the case with Jawas and Ewoks or the
Lady Marjorie, you're
Urgots,
I was
think is what
hoping
they're
there would
called.
be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Although I guess we can't really. Well, C-3PO could talk to the Ewoks. Nobody else could, though.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
I think someone's getting a little
I
jealous.
have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I mean,
I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
okay,
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I get it.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen
I
Regent
won't
is ready to receive
go
us.
against a lady who's so beautiful. I do kind of have a thing for the redheads. Understanding that the character I'm playing as, probably as far as I'm aware, is not a lesbian of any sorts, but I myself.
You'll be fine. I know you will.
Doesn't make
may
sense the way I
feel
put it,
one
because
thing,
it makes it
but
sound
you
like
must
I'm a
say
lesbian,
another.
but I'm a guy, so can't be a lesbian.
Good luck.
She's kind of giving me that dust there, that other woman. Not liking that. Pretty sure someone's jealous. And she just opened the door. Why did the guards need to do it? I know the other guy.
You
That's
can do this.
Tyrion. Of course, he's on the main screen that loads up every time. I gotta walk. Oh man, there's so many people just talking and whispering. A whole 3 of them.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
See, he agrees
Lord
with me.
Tyrion, Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Bitch.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
There's no one
Forster
better.
Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
As cool as that would be.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war?
No.
Our dear Marjorie
That's just
here was
rude.
betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Hey, you told me to make her hear what she wants to. That is what she would want to hear.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated.
Yeah, all four
although
people.
Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I like him already. I like him. He's the kind of mischief maker I can get behind. He does this all to poke around and see what happens. It's the
Mira,
best kind of fun.
I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
I'm the one that gave her a hard time.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
That little prick?
He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would
I've
marry
heard stories about him,
Imagine
too.
the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen
Will you
was
stop telling me he's
pleased
playing
by your display,
Skyrim?
Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Of course.
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
I mean, might as well.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
Stop it! I need to turn that off.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Back to my buddy. Tough guy who takes a sword to the thigh and someone's getting real friendly.
7 elves.
7? Thought it was 9.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
Am I supposed to
He
do
does
something?
now.
But
how much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
A squirrel.
My lord? Shh. Listen. There.
Got some
Hear
good
that?
hearing. Oh, does he hear the...
I know I heard something.
Stay still, stay still.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Never run when someone's trying to look for you. If they spot you, do something, like punch them, stab them, something that will hurt them. If anything, it's better for you, because if people come after you, you at least have a meat shield, if you can do something to him. Or take his weapon, you know, one less person to deal with. If you run, people are just gonna chase after you anyway. And if they have bows and arrows, well, you're screwed. For the most part. Trees kinda help. And let's see how terrible this guy looks. Not liking the sight on that left arm there. Unless that was a flag. Oh no, that was not. That's his muscles and insides and tasty stuff.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone, but took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours.
In good time, my young
Your
boy.
father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The Lord Sentinel.
That was weird.
Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move.
Not that guy.
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet,
Shut up.
Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
Right. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Hey.
Leave the poor man alone. Mercy. Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll
Will you
address him as
stop?
Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to live. Make him pay for what he's done. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Take 3 fingers.
I, Ethan of House Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
Oh, please, my lord!
You can still work with the other 7.
Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out, if you do not feel ready.
You may carry out the sentence, Sir Roland.
Will you stop with the pop-up thing?
This is injustice, my lord!
More achievements, yay!
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
As Maester, I cannot support mutilation.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
I don't want Sir Royland.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
I'm sorry, I don't...
Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
I don't like Sir Royland right now. He's just...
Here. The bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office.
He just seems more like the kind of guy who wants a tyrant,
it would be wise
not
to bestow
a lord.
This bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Yeah, they both know now. Well, that's no fun. Huh? Oh. I can enter the tower? What's the point of that? Oh, there's food. Shouldn't I be talking to, like, some of the people, too, to kind of get their opinion on things? I'm just gonna walk all the way over to the tower. Don't mind me. Just, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Probably look down on the training field again, back where I was at the beginning of this. Right click to back out. I didn't do that with the chest. I just looked at all the things. There's nothing here. That was just a waste of time. Well, I suppose this is as good a place as any to stop, so that will be it for today. I will try to keep a better schedule. It's just I've been doing other things. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.